What the heck? How about no topic, or better yet, no title today? Nope. Hanshon rule number 1. Must have title. Alright, fine, here's the title. Should extreme food technology be banned? And by extreme food technology, I'm mainly talking about GMOs and frozen foods with unregulated use of chemicals. And you know how annoying that is. Alright, how about no face? Wait, rule number 2's must have face at most of the time? Fine, here you go. Alright. Should extreme food technology be banned? What? Nope. Well, in my case, there are lots of reasons, but since this is a debate topic, I'll be splitting this off into the pros and cons section. But first of all, let's do a story. Now, the story is like the genetically modified foods or frozen foods. There's a lot of things that happen. Frozen foods, canned food, there's basically a lot of things that can happen for these things. Frozen food, you can basically freeze any food, but for vegetables like cabbage, after you freeze them regularly, you might actually need to, like, when you unfreeze them, when you thaw them, they kind of lose their color and somehow lose their taste a bit, which actually is nice for me, but not for other people. So basically they taint it with some chemicals first, so that they like break down and deactivate or break some enzymes first. And then this happens. Like when you saw it, the color is still there and the taste is still there. Because why the color and the taste is gone is because the enzymes have been destroying the taste and the cabbage itself. Also, I will have to admit myself, frozen foods are one of the best types of food that I can ever think of. And I mean, they save you a lot of time. It just saves you all the trouble of needing to go to the store, like getting all the ingredients and making a chicken noodle soup stuff. It doesn't really work like that, doesn't it? Yeah, it just saves you a trip to Pizza Hut and ordering a pizza, or it even saves you a trip. You can even buy like multiple frozen pizzas and then like wait until the expiry date to eat them. Like, I mean, sure, it's expired, but it still tastes good, I guess. This both saves time and money. And that way you can get better food and better faster, like instant ramen noodles, like Ramen, my favorite ramen company. Correction. Favorite product from the company called Nongshim. Beep. And microwavable pizza, which Roderick from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid accidentally locked in a safe, thinking it was a microwave. And they disguised it as a microwave. Moving on. And now it's time for pros and cons. Pros and cons. Let's start with the pros, or the affirmative position, or the yes position, or the agreeing position, or the support. Yeah, you know what it means. Well, in the affirmative positions, it's saying that GMOs, frozen foods, should be banned altogether. Well, sure, GMOs could potentially be harmful, and even they could possibly even go horribly wrong, which would result in like, oh no, lots of people up there don't know they're food poison, even though we didn't poison the food. Oh no. Yeah, those types of stuff. I mean, frozen foods. And the second point is like frozen foods. Yeah, they're actually kind of the best way for my favorite food, but also it's kind of useful. But GMOs literally changed the whole food itself. So, in my opinion, it's not worth it at all. It's not so worth it. I mean, would you rather eat something that changed horribly wrong? Street, there's a risk of all of this going into the direction where we don't want it, like going into the direction where people use it for poisoning, like, let me try to make this taste and smell and do exactly like everything like a cabbage, but instead I'll add one more function that doesn't really affect how it looks and smells and tastes and listens and hears like. It will be poisonous. Yeah. And some companies don't even follow, when they're freezing their foods, like seafood, they don't even follow the regulations of how much chemicals they use. I mean, one company used 2.6 million times a chemical. A chemical had by law, there was a limit of a chemical of how much you can use it, but a company basically used 2.6 million times more than the limit. So, how do you expect people not to get food poisoned? now for the negative position. Negative position, it's kind of shorter here. GMOs can be extremely useful in solving lots of problems. Like, we waste so much food, but how about we just make crops that produce more food? Then we can be like, hey, let's just give all this food to the poor. I mean, we don't need to waste it. Yeah, we don't need to waste it. Some really rich like, not waste it. Well, you didn't eat half of it. Throw it away. Oh no, I want some. No, waste it. Do not give it to the poor. I want them to be poor. Like, yeah, those greedy people. Now, freezing food. I mean, that's a good way. I don't think we need to sacrifice that. It's a good way to preserve food longer. And sometimes, in ways that you can do it, if you blanch a chemical or something, then you'll be able to make it last longer. But after you saw it out, before the expiry date, it still tastes and looks exactly the way it was in the original. And food technology can help us save time and save money when we're creating food, when we're creating food and we're trying to do so much more things. Yeah. And food technology can do all of that for us. Now, what's my opinion? In my opinion, it's awesome. It's kind of nice, and all I can right now say is that it's been one of the greatest moments of life. Sure, food technology has gone such a long way. I mean, I would rather see GMOs being created. I would rather like all this sciencey stuff. I like, hey, I'm gonna tell a story about the GMO and all that stuff going on. I'd rather really say all about that. And it's really nice to be here, too. Food technology has helped us save a lot of time and a lot of money. And also, it's helped us in, probably going to help us solve lots of problems around the world. And that is very useful. And that is the end of today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you guys in my next episode. So until then, Shnan out. Peace. What I'm saying is I mainly agree with the negative position. By the way, guys, March 31st is the date when I'm going to release the third anniversary, celebrate a video celebrating the third anniversary of Dark Sean. So hope to see you guys soon. It will be another event where it's going to be streaming and stuff. And I'll see you guys then. Shnan out. Peace.